They bring the ark into this pagan temple. Notice in verse 2 again of 1 Samuel 5. We got it working now. We got it. The Philistines took the ark of God and brought it into the house of Dagon, set it up beside Dagon, and watch this. When the people of Ashdod rose early the next day, behold, Dagon had fallen face downward on the ground before the ark of the Lord. So they took Dagon and put him back in his place. But when they rose early on the next morning, behold, Dagon had fallen face downward on the ground before the ark of the Lord, and the head of Dagon and both of his hands were lying cut off on the threshold. Only the trunk of Dagon was left to him. And this is why the priests of Dagon and all who enter the house of Dagon do not tread on the threshold of Dagon and Ashdod to this day. So what happens? They bring the ark into this temple, and then the false god statue falls over, and they prop him up. It might have just... the wind might have knocked it down, right? So they stand him back up. And they go in there the next day, and not only had it fallen down, it had fallen down and shattered before the Ark of the Covenant. Wow. I love this story. They put the ark in their demon temple, and the next day their entire representation of their false god had been destroyed. I want to share with you something I found in a commentary that I thought was really incisive. And notice it says that it fell on the threshold. Verse 5 says, this is why the priests of Dagon and all who enter don't tread on the threshold. Dagon fell on this threshold. Commentator says, quote, the threshold of the doorway into a temple was often thought to be an important dividing line between what was common and what was sacred. That the head and hands of the idol were on the threshold increased the humiliation of what the Lord had done, because the Philistines' sacred idol had been shown to be in submission to Yahweh, defeated before him, forced into proximity with the common world, stripped of power and authority, and shamed and humbled literally in pieces on the floor. God topples all false gods. And you want to talk about warped. You want to talk about people blinded to the truth of what God would reveal to them. Notice again what verse 5 says. Now, a lot of people read this verse and they suppose this means that they didn't use the temple anymore, that Dagon temple, this demonic temple. They stopped going there because it says they refused, or they did not tread on the